Welcome to long multiplication. In this video, I'm going to solve these four problems and explain how to do it. Let's start with the first one. 54 times 30. Now, don't get scared, this is not hard. As long as you know how to multiply, this is going to be easy. So, for this problem, there are two ways we can solve this. First way is we can remove the zero, so we can multiply 54 times 3. 54 times 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Actually, let me do it with another color. It's 12. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1, 60. 162. At the end, because we forgot the 0 at first, so we should add it back. This is the easiest way to solve this. The other way is we write 54 times 30. Now, this might seem tricky, but it's not. We multiply 0 and 4. So 0 times 4 is 0. Now we multiply 0 times 5. 0 times 5 is 0. And we're done. Now we go with the 3. So we move to a new line. And I'm going to leave some space here. 3 times 4, now 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. We add 1, 60. Here we can write a 0 every time we leave a space here. When we're done, we can just add both of the numbers. 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. 6 plus 0 is 6. 1 plus 0 is 1. And you can see we get the same answer. Let's try the second one. Now we do not have a 0 here. We have a 4. So we should do it the second way. As we said, we just write the numbers 22, 24. First, we multiply this number by this number. 4 times 2 is 8. Now we multiply this number by this number. 4 times 2 is 8. Don't forget this, we always leave a space here. Now we multiply this number by this number. 2 times 2 is 4. And this number by this number. 2 times 2 is again 4. We add the answers we got. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 4 plus 1 is 5. And this is the answer. It's very simple. Now, let us try 3 digits. It's the same way. Don't get scared. 315, 126. First, we multiply this number by this number. So 6 times 5 is 30. Now this number by this number, simple multiplication. 6 times 1 is 6. We add the 3, 9. And this number by this number. 6 times 3 is 18. Do not forget 0, a space here. You can write it as 0. And erase everything you write above the numbers. Now we start again. This number by this number. 2 times 5 is a 10. We put the number here, 1 and 0, 10. this number by this number. 2 times 1 is 2. You add 1, 3. And this number by this number. 2 times 3 is 6. But we're not done. We still have the 1 here. So, do not forget to write a 0 here or leave a space. But this is the third time we're doing this, so we should add 2 zeros. The more the digits, the more the space. For example, here you have 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna have 1, 2, and 3. Here you're not gonna leave the first time you're not gonna leave any space. The second time you're gonna leave 1 space, and the third time you're gonna leave 2 spaces. Keep in mind this 0 is not because we're leaving a space. This 0 is because 6 times 5 is 30. You get a 0 here. And now we start this number, and of course, do not forget to erase all the numbers above. Now, this number by this number, 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 3 is 3. We add all of these numbers. Simple addition. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 9 plus 0 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 3 plus 5, we can say 8 plus 8 is 16. 1 plus 6 plus 1, 8, and we add 1 here, 9. 3 plus 0, because we have nothing here, is 3. So the answer here is 39,690. And for the last problem, we see we have a 0 here, so we can do it in 2 ways. The first way, as I said, is we multiply 320 times 5. We remove this 0. We forget about it. So we forget about this 0. And we just multiply 320 times 5. 5 times 0 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 1, 16. At the end, when we finish multiplication, we get this 0 back and we add it. So we get 16,000. This is the answer for 320 times 50. The second way is as we did with the other problems. We write them down and we multiply. First, this number by this number. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 3 is 0. Never forget to leave a space. First of all, how many digits do we have? We look at this number, the smaller number. We have 2 digits, 1, 2. So we leave 1 space. We have 2 digits, we leave 1 space. If we have 3 digits, we leave 2 spaces. If we had 4 digits, we leave 3 spaces. And now we multiply. 5 and 0. 0. 5 times 2 is 10. So 10. 5 times 3 is 15, and we add 1. You get 16. At the end, we add both numbers. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 6 plus 0 is 6. 1 plus 0 is 1. And we get the same answer both ways. So before solving any problem, you have to look at the smaller number. How many digits does it have? 1, 2. So how many spaces should we leave? 1 space. The first time you do normal multiplication with this number by this number, and the second time you leave 1 space. Never forget this, because if you do forget it, you're gonna get a different number. The other thing to keep in mind is when you're multiplying. Let's start off with this number by this number. 2 times 6 is 12. You put the 1 above the 5, right? 2 times 2 times 5 is 10, and you add 1. 11. As I said, we always leave a space, and we erase all the numbers above. And we multiply this number by this number. 6 times 2 is 12. We add the 1 here above the 5. Some people might get confused. They might add it here. It's above the 5. So it's 12. 2 times 5 is 10. Add the 1, 11. And you add both numbers. 2, 3, 2, 1. And you get the answer. So here are some problems I would encourage you to solve. And write your answers in the comment. If you have any problems, you can also leave a comment. I'll try to help. And we've reached the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If I was going too fast, you can always rewatch the video, lower the playback speed, and please subscribe. As you can see, I'm not an artist, but this is the like button. So please like and share. Until next time.